Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Bring It Home by Toni Aleo. Narrated by Tanya and Stephen Dexter. Chapter 1. Posey. I move my finger along the deep valley between the pecs of Boon's chest. Our apartment is quiet, all the lights are off, and our naked bodies are still vibrating against each other. The last 12 hours have been absolutely insane and perfectly awesome, all wrapped into one. One thing is for sure, I've never felt such a powerful love in my life. I knew Boon Hoenes was special when I met him on the ice. I even knew he could rock my world, but I couldn't truly prepare myself for how he was to become the one true partner I didn't even know I needed. I always wanted that partner, but I never saw him coming. In our very short love story, so much has happened, and so much more is to come, especially now that he's asked me to marry him. In the middle of pure mayhem, our worlds have collided, and now they'll become one. I close my eyes as I nuzzle my nose into his pec. He moves the fingers of one of his hands along my hair, while he rests his other on my belly. My cheek is pressed against his side, and I can feel his heart still beating hard from the adrenaline in his body. I don't think his heart has slowed since the final moments of Game 5. We won our conference final. Now it's time for the last leg of the battle. The Cup final. We're taking on a team we've already beaten. The Carolina Ice Cats. Unlike the team from last year, though, this one didn't rise from the bottom of the standings. No, they are President's Trophy winners. They smoked everyone with 124 points. They have a power play that is lethal and a goalie who can be in 7 places at once. Their penalty kill is a little weak, and that will be what I focus on. I'll need my boys to draw penalties, since the only way to score on Nico Merriweather is to take out one of his defensemen and drive traffic to the net. My boys can do that. We can win this. Shit, we will win this. But none of that matters right now. We have 6 days until the series starts. We've got the next 2 days off, and I want nothing more than to lie right here with the man who was designed in the stars just for me. He presses his lips to the top of my head, and then his voice fills the darkness. Crazy night, eh? My lips curve slowly. So damn crazy. I move my thumb along the finger he adorned with a ring. I love you, Posey. My heart soars. I love you, I say, tipping up my head just in time to meet his lips. He draws the kisses out of me, taking my breath away. He pinches my jaw before kissing my top lip. How far along are you? I feel his heart rate pick up more than it already was. He's been wanting to ask this very question, but maybe he needed the darkness to help him get it out. I know he's still a bit traumatized from the last ectopic pregnancy. Me too. I can still see the blood on the floor, and the pain was unbearable. If it weren't for Boon, I don't know if I would have made it through. Not only because he is the most amazing man on this earth, but because whenever my mind would tell me that losing that baby was my fault, he reassured me it wasn't. It just wasn't the time for that baby, he'd tell me. But still, I blame it all on my fucked up thyroid. Funny how now that I'm on good meds and I'm feeling the best I've ever felt, I've been able to carry this baby as long as I have without any trouble. If I said that, though, Boon would probably announce it's the fact that he's taken away gluten and sugar that's the cure. I refuse to think that. About 9 weeks. He goes still under my touch. How long have you known? For a month. Posey. I kiss his chest. I didn't want to tell you so soon. What if I had lost it again? So if you had lost it, you were going to handle it yourself? I shrug. With the playoffs and all, I really did ignore it. I didn't want to distract you or myself with it. I wanted us to control what we could. You are a distraction, Posey. All of you. I smile, my lips getting caught on his skin. But that doesn't let you off the hook from the fact that you hid it from me. I didn't hide it per se. You didn't tell me. So, you're mad? Not mad, annoyed. How can I keep you good and healthy if I don't know the facts? Boon, I'm good. I still want to be in the know. I roll my eyes, even though he can't see me. I had planned on telling you today, no matter what happened. But then you proposed and we won, so it added to the greatness of the day. He moves his lips along my temple.
Don't hide things from me, even if you think it's for the best. You don't have to be strong all the time, Posey. I got you. I want to be there for you.
I turned my face to prop my chin on his chest. I just wanted to make sure I was okay before I opened up that can of worms again. I feel we still aren't really over the first one. He doesn't answer me at first.
I'm not overseeing you in pain. It still keeps me awake at night a lot of the time, but I think together we're okay.
We are, I agree. Which is why I didn't want to put the pressure on this one. The worry, I don't know. You're still the only person who knows.
Really?
Yeah, no one but my doctor knows.
You didn't tell Shelley?
I laugh. With the way she lost her mind when Amelia told us she was pregnant, I refuse to be on the other end of that. I'll wait till after the wedding. He laughs.
I'm ready for this circus to be over.
You and me both, hot stuff. He gathers me tighter in his arms, and I hate that I upset him. While I think it was for the best and I was pretty sure he would be upset with me for hiding the pregnancy, I still feel a little bad. Just a little. I'm sorry, Holmes. He kisses the top of my head.
You're lucky you're hot.
I laugh out loud, turning to my side so I can be close to his face. Hot, huh? He grabs a chunk of my ass.
And this? You're lucky I get all this.
He then clutches my face in his hand, squeezing my jaw.
But mostly, you're lucky I'm completely in love with you.
I lean in, kissing his lips. It was only supposed to be a sweet, small kiss, but it's Boon. Kissing him isn't ever just small or sweet. It's a rock-your-world, crazy kind of kiss. He holds me in place with his hand as our tongues dance together. I fall deep into the kiss, almost as if it's the first time I've ever felt his mouth against mine. He pulls back first, kissing my top lip and then the tip of my nose before rubbing my jaw with his thumb.
So, when are we telling people?
After their wedding, I say, leaning my face into his hand. I won't be showing too much, and if someone asks why I'm fat... He growls.
I wish they would.
He warns, and I grin. I move my face into his palm, kissing it.
No one will say anything to you, but I want to tell people.
I grin against his palm. Of course you do, but...
We hit us. I don't want to hide this. Especially after the last pregnancy. This is a miracle, Posey.
I hear him, I do, but I want to wait. Everything is so great right now, though, I insist, with the assassins, Shelley's wedding.
I'm sorry, but Shelley and her wedding aren't even on my radar,
he says, matter-of-factly.
Yes, the assassins are making one hell of a run, and that's that. But this is about us, about our miracle.
Man, he has the feels flowing through me. I don't know, Boon. Maybe after the Cup final.
But my mom is here, he reminds me. We can have a nice dinner and announce it.
You do remember a certain Shea Adler, correct? He chuckles.
I'm not scared of him hitting me. It's already happened once.
I snort. I don't want it to happen again. I urge. Let him get through Shelley's wedding and then we'll tell him. When the moonlight moves across Boone's face, my breath catches. There are tears in his eyes. Oh, Boon, don't be upset.
I don't want our life to be dictated by what's going on with everyone else. You've been doing that your whole fucking life, and I think you're better than that.
I swallow hard. His words are true, but I don't want to give them light. It's not...
I want to tell everyone,
he demands, and my heart stops in my chest.
I want to marry you, too.
I grin. I said yes, Boone. That means we're getting married.
I know, but I want to marry you. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? He sits up, bringing me with him. I'm unable to catch my breath as I meet his gaze, falling into his lap.
Yes, marry me tomorrow.
Boone, we can't get married tomorrow. What about our parents?
We'll go to the courthouse and have everyone meet us.
Boone Zachariah, are you crazy?
For you? Absolutely. Marry me tomorrow, Posey.
I just blink at him, unsure how to even process this. You want to marry me tomorrow?
Or even now. Think we can find a preacher?
Boone, I squeal, and he grins. I love how happy he is. I love how happy he makes me feel.
Marry me tomorrow, Posey. Come on. What are we waiting for?
He's right. What the hell are we waiting for? But I have to act logically. Be real, Boon. Boon takes me by my face, his smile so wide I feel his happiness in my soul.
I am being real. I want to marry you now. I don't want a long engagement. For what? A small wedding, right? You don't want a huge wedding.
I shake my head, moving his hands with it. I don't. I just want us and my family and your mom.
Exactly. So what's stopping us from doing it tomorrow?
I'm breathless. My body is firing off like mad as I get lost in his eyes.
We can have a wedding, tell everyone that we're pregnant, and just celebrate us before attention goes back to the assassins and then Shelley and Aiden.
This is crazy. Who gets engaged and then married the next day?
Us? We do.
I'm unable to make sense of this. He can't be serious. But when I look closer, his eyes are pleading with mine. He wants this. Shit. I want this. I want to be married to him. I want to be with him for the rest of my whole life, as his wife. All of a sudden, I don't want to wait.
What's holding us back?
He asks. Nothing.
Nothing.
He agrees, his hands shaking against my face.
Marry me tomorrow, Posey. Don't make me wait to call you my wife.
A tear spills down over my cheek, and not because of his request or even his words. It's from the simple fact that I never thought a man could love me, Posey Rose Adler, the way Boon does. Will you not be mad about me hiding the baby? He grins.
Yes, this is the only way.
I grin back. Good. I'll marry you tomorrow, then. Our laughter, along with a sob, not sure from whom, probably both of us, crashes together as we sink into the bed. The same bed I'll be sharing with my husband after tomorrow. Oh, man. My dad is gonna freak.
Chapter 2. Boon. I bring my heel up on the toilet seat as I send a text back to the minister I've hired for today. I lean on my knee while I look up, watching as Posey showers. She's so fucking gorgeous, so perfect, and she's carrying my baby. My baby. Our miracle. I hired a minister who comes highly recommended. He knows nothing about us, so I told him to Google me and know you are the best thing that has ever happened to me. I'm sure he'll use that during the wedding. I'm marrying her today. I take in a deep breath as her laughter floats toward me. Google me? Think highly of yourself, don't you, Hones? Sure do, future Mrs. Hones. She peeks her face out the shower door. Right, like within hours. Scared? I ask, waggling my brows at her, but she just grins. She grins so big her face looks as if it hurts. Her eyes are full of such excitement and, to be honest, a little bit of fear. I know she's worried about what her parents will say, especially her dad. I thought about wearing a mouth guard at dinner, but I don't want to show weakness. My new plan is to hide behind his pregnant daughter. Surely she can distract him. You're the one who looks scared, she teases before stepping back to wash her hair. The shower door is clear glass, so watching the suds move along that hot body of hers makes it really tight in my slacks. I would jump in there with her, but I'm ready to go get married. I'm wearing my burgundy slacks with a short-sleeve, light blue button-up shirt that I've left open at the neck, showing my chest a bit. I asked if she wanted me to wear a tie or a bow tie, but she didn't. She wanted me to look relaxed, as if it's just a night of us enjoying dinner in. I reminded her that meant she had to be naked, but she didn't go along with it. So rude. Instead, she's going to wear this incredible navy blue strapless dress that flows over her body like a picturesque wave. It hugs her breasts perfectly before draping down to the floor. She wore it to a benefit we had, and I promptly rid her of it the moment we got into our place. I inhale hard when she moves her loofah between her legs to wash. That should be my hand. A groan leaves my lips as I say, I'm not scared of anything. She laughs freely. Yes, you are. Me. Losing you, yes, that terrifies me. She grins. Smooth. I know. I agree, unable to watch her, or I'll go in there. So, remind me again why we aren't telling everyone about the baby tonight? Boon, think this through. We can't take everyone to dinner and end it with a marriage ceremony and then boom, by the way, I'm pregnant. That's too much information. She peeks her head out, meeting my gaze. Remember, my dad has angina? I give her a dry look. That angina was nowhere to be found when he popped me one. She holds back her laughter. We'll tell them after the cup run. I snarl my lip at her, but she just laughs as she goes back to showering. I'll make it worth your while. That perks my brow. Will you now? Yup, loads of blowjobs are in your future. A lifetime, if you will, since you're mine forever. Forever ever? Forever ever, I sing back to her, and I love how she laughs. Her head falls back and her shoulders move with the motion. I'm unsure if it's because I now know about our baby, but I notice how much her body has changed. She's put on a little bit of weight, but I blame that on stress eating with Wes since this cup run has been no joke. He too has put on weight, but he says it's muscle. It's not. It's the gluten-free Oreos and milk they consume and don't share. Or the Red Hots he supplies her with. I don't know when they became friends, but he needs to stop feeding her bad stuff. I refuse to let her get sick again. She is doing so well. But damn it if she doesn't look good enough to eat with the extra weight in her breasts and her thighs. Mouth-watering. Just mouth-watering. I'm not going to make it. I try to distract myself by asking, Have you thought of any names? I watch her pull her brows together. I wouldn't let myself. I wanted to wait for you. I swallow around the emotion in my throat. Well, I'm here. Her brows relax and a small grin pulls at her lips. I love Lily for a girl. I nod as she puts her leg up and starts to shave. Boon Shea for a boy. I make a face. Lovely. His initials would be BS. I'm not doing that to our kid. She snorts. I hadn't thought of that. The bathroom fills with more laughter. Shea Boon Hoenes sounds good. I don't know if I want to name my kid after me. Why? I don't know. Let him have his own name. She lifts her other leg. We could mash our names together like my parents did for Shelley. I'd never even realized they did that. Funny. Interesting. Huh. Poon? Shut up. Posey? Are you done? No, wait. Boonsy. Okay, I get it. Not a good idea. I laugh as I lean on my legs, still unable to look anywhere but at her naked body. I like Liam for a boy. She meets my gaze through the glass. Oh, that's a good name. Liam Shea. So we're doing Shea no matter what? Posey beams at me through the glass. I love my daddy. I know she does, and he is a good dude. Okay, I do like Lily. She pushes the door back. Well, we have months to plan. Water drips from her face, and without thinking, I stand up, closing the distance between us. I capture her jaw in my hand before my mouth covers hers. She brings her hand up, holding my wrist as our kiss deepens. She pulls back, her eyes full of heat as I take in a deep breath. I don't want to be late. I don't give a shit if we're late. With that, I unbutton my shirt as her eyes widen. No, you're ready. I throw down my shirt despite her complaints, and when my slacks hit the floor, her complaints are gone. She shakes her head as I gather her in my arms under the hot stream. I won't apologize for wanting you. Her lips tip up a bit as she wraps her arms around my neck. Good, because I won't either. Our mouths meet, and we're going to be late, but there is no one else I want to be late to our impromptu wedding with than her, my lovely everything. Everyone is here. My mom and Wes, even though he didn't want to come, Posey's whole family, along with Aiden and Asher, who was here with Allie. I knew damn well they had the hots for each other. I don't know why they tried to act like they didn't. They even went and got matching tattoos. Also, they haven't stopped touching each other since we arrived. "I thought you two weren't together," Wes says, and I choke on my beer. Leave it to my best friend to call it as he sees it. "You've touched her everywhere but her boobs since you walked in." Asher's face reddens a bit as all eyes fall on him. We are," he says, taking Allie's hand in his and kissing the back of it. "We're pretty solid, huh?" "I'd say so, tattoos and all," Allie says as if she means to say more. "And all," he agrees, kissing her cheek, and I look at Posey, who is beaming. "You called it." "I did," she reminds me with a wink before reaching for her glass of water. She leans into me with such a satisfied look on her face. I know I put it there from our little shower escapade, and while I really want to marry her, I also really want to take her back home. When she places her lips by my ear, I feel a chill run down my spine as she says, "They got engaged yesterday, too. They haven't told their parents yet." I pull back to look at her. "That's cool, but we're better." "Of course," she says, grinning at me, but then I feel someone staring at me. I don't have to look far to know that Shea Adler's gaze is set on me. I'm not really sure how I messed up. Did we hide our relationship? Sure, but so did Shelley and Aiden. I don't know what makes me so different from Aiden. I'm a good-looking dude, I am talented, and I love his daughter. So why does he have this permanent look of death on his face whenever it concerns me? When I asked him if I could marry Posey, I did it with a counter and a table between us, also with the back door right behind me so I could run out. What? He's a scary fucking dude. I'm pretty sure the only reason he said yes was because Ellie was there. He actually didn't even say it. Ellie did, but Shea didn't disagree with her. I took that and ran with it. I want him to like me, at least. I'm a cool guy, and we both love Posey and hockey. That alone should make us best friends. Alas, we are not. I look down at my empty plate. I know when we chose the Bluebird Cafe for this dinner, our families were a bit confused, but there is an awesome little park across the road where we can gather for us to be married. It's going to be amazing. We just gotta make it there, without Shea Adler trying to kill me. From beside me, my mom asks, "How's the wedding planning going, Shelley? Almost done?" Shelley beams, wiggling in her seat. Aiden slides his hand across her shoulders to the back of her neck, rubbing her with his thumb. Pretty sure if I did that, Shea would break my thumb, but apparently no one else knows that. "We're done. Can you believe it? Now it's the countdown." 59 days, Aiden says on an exhale. "Thank God." We all laugh as she smacks him playfully. "We'll need to finalize some stuff, but really we're done." My mom smiles at Ellie. "I'm sure that's a load off your shoulders." Ellie nods. "Yes, especially with the cup run." "But what a blessing. I am so excited to gain a daughter, but you're gaining 2 sons." Posey's mom laughs. "We always wanted a huge family." Owen, one of Posey's twin brothers, chuckles. "Don't worry, Mom. I'll bring home a smoking hot daughter-in-law for you." Evan gives him a look. "That would involve you actually taking the time to learn a girl's name." "And normal people do that before getting them naked," the baby of the family, Quinn, says. "Oh, Lord help me," Ellie moans as the table explodes with laughter. "Boone's mom is right there." My mom doesn't care. She just laughs. Owen snorts as he smacks his twin brother playfully. It's crazy how much the twins look alike, but they are wildly different. They are both huge like Shea and identical with black hair and ice blue eyes. Owen is all about fucking and leaving them. He isn't even ashamed. I don't see that guy getting married, but knocking someone up? Yeah, he could do that for sure. Evan, though, he'll find a forever kind of girl and worship her. Baby, focus on hockey when you get to Carolina, please, Ellie urges. The boys were drafted to the Ice Cats, but they have been playing for their AHL team. They could be called up, but it's doubtful at this point in the season. I'm sure it's weird since the Ice Cats are our opponents right now, but the Twins keep saying they're rooting for the Assassins because if we win, there will be open spots for them on the team since a load of the Ice Cats are free agents. They lose, and the players won't want to stay with a losing team. That way of thinking isn't wrong, it's actually genius, and we will take all the good juju. I know what I'll be buying at Costco, Shea mutters, and I hold back my laughter. Get 2 boxes, Dad, Owen calls down the table, but Evan rolls his eyes. I don't need a Costco-sized box of condoms, thank you. With a straight face, Owen replies, I know, they're both for me. God help us, Ellie says, covering her face, and Shea holds out his hand over the table to my mom. Welcome to the family. Posey is snorting with laughter, as is everyone else. When her laughter subsides, she shakes her head. I hope you know if you go and ruin the Adler good name, Mom will come and kill you, she reminds the boys. She doesn't play that mess. Yep, ask Aiden and Wes. They've all had the don't embarrass me with your sleeping around talk, Shelley says with a grin. Aiden got it more than once. Wes snorts. Nope, I've gotten it 6 times. Sometimes I feel like she doesn't like me, but then she makes me fried chicken. Ellie ignores him before looking across the table at my mom. Not with Boone, though. He is a gentleman. Hey, I'm a gentleman, Wes yells, and we all look at him. There isn't a gentle bone in your body, Wes, Posey says, and he waggles his brows. Some girls like that. I glare. Do you want to die? Shea points at me. What he said. More laughing, and I love it, especially with how happy it makes Posey. I know she was nervous coming here, but now all I see is bliss. When my phone vibrates with a message, I glance down at where it's sitting between my plate and Posey's. She does the same. It's the minister saying he is ready when we are. Oh, shit. This just got really real. I look up just as she does, our eyes meeting. My heart is pounding, and I feel like I got a fart, but still, I grin. Ready? Always. I lean over to her, kissing her hard on the lips before we look out at our families. We have an announcement. I stand just as Posey does, fixing her dress before holding my hand. She looks up at me, and I thought she was going to let me announce it, but then Posey's speaking. The dinner is already paid for. Score! Owen yells. That Carolina salary hasn't kicked in yet, and it'll go straight to your future baby mamas if you don't wrap it up, Quinn reminds him. Please, Lord, talk to your son, Ellie insists, and Shea gives her a blank look. Why is it when they're doing something dumb, they're mine? Yup, I'm marrying into this mayhem. Can y'all shut up? Posey demands, and the boys hold back their laughter as they cover their mouths. Those two are trouble. Shit, everyone at this table is trouble. Posey looks back at me, and I'm on edge, waiting for her to say it, that she wants to marry me right now. We'd love it if you'd join us over at the park across the road, where we will meet a minister, and he will marry Boone and me. We tear our gazes from each other to find our families with their mouths hanging open and complete shock on their faces. And then I see the true mayhem that is the Adler family.
Chapter 3. Posey.
Wait, what?
But I'm supposed to get married first. Why does it matter who gets married first?
Dude, seriously? You're springing this on us like this? Excuse me, wait, what?
You aren't even wearing white. Are you trying to steal my thunder, Posey? You don't even want a wedding.
Our whole family isn't here.
Aunt Harper and Aunt Grace are going to kill you for not having them here. For real, my mom and dad are going to be pissed.
But you just got engaged, yeah?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?